Welcome to Salt Lake City, Utah, the campus of the University of Utah. It's spring football time here on campus as the University of Utah and their fans turn out on a beautiful Saturday afternoon for some Utah football at the 22 Forever spring football game. We welcome you inside of Rice Eccles Stadium. I'm Bill Riley, joined by my partner, former Utah great Scott Mitchell. And Scott, the defense gets a chance to score too, so there'll only be one offense and one defense here today, and we are ready to roll. The offense will be in white, the defense will be in red, and Devin Davis.
Like an NFL preseason game where some guys are going to get cut after this is over.
He'll look to throw on first down, and now he'll scramble, and this is what he does. He's got great athleticism across the 50, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 45-yard line on the red field with him here on 1st and 10 for the red 47-yard line. Rodgers takes the handoff, bulls his way straight ahead, keeps that pile moving, and gets beyond the 45 to about the 43-yard line for a pick.
At New Mexico, and that's a great way to learn. He talks about him being able to teach these players, and if you can teach someone something, you're going to learn it a lot better.
An excellent read by Jackson Benny.
It's an open field tackle for no gain.
3rd down and 10 here on the opening drive of this spring football game as he looks to throw over the middle. In cutting route, incomplete. Trying to squeeze that ball in once again to Creed Whittemore. Wasn't able to get it there. It'll be it. It'll be a 4th down and 10 for Dampier as he backpedals to pass and scrambles now out to his right. He keeps plays alive very well, looks down the field. He's going to throw long. He's got Whittemore out there and overshot him at the 6-yard line. But there is a flag on the play, and let's see what we get right here. Might we have pass interference come out, and he'll operate the offense the other way for the white side. Isaac scrambles out. He'll get to his left. He'll hit the 35. He'll hit the 40 and be touchdown. Just shy of the 40-yard line at about the 39. Quarterbacks are not live, so you will not see live hitting on the quarterbacks. You get to touch those guys. Evan Green, the back of the backfield here on 2nd down, and we'll call it about 6 from the 39-yard line. It's a flanker screen to the inside, and then back outside again they go. And that flanker screen is complete to about the 43
for this offense.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 2 to go here from just shy of the 45-yard line for the 43. Hand off to Green straight ahead. He'll keep those legs churning. And let's see where they mark it as they drive the pile backwards. The official on the far side.
We call him Bird, and he's a lefty, but he can play. This kid's got a huge upside. Maybe he's had the best spring of everyone. They really like that Isaac has game experience and has played well, of course.
Unique scoring here, both the offense and the defense playing against each other today in scoring. This will be another pass play for Wilson, cut to the inside, out to the 50-yard line. Caught right there and dropped right there immediately. And the second string offense. He'll back up, look to fire out to the left-hand side, take a shot down the field. Nate Johnson's there, and Nate Johnson had it and dropped it at about the 15-yard line. Elijah Davis had the coverage. Scooby Davis, something
today. So just bring others along, getting to know them, which is the most important part because it's a brotherhood, man. So we gotta be close and just bring others along, man.
Man, I love it. One thing that I've heard from a lot of people, and I've experienced as well, Coach Sharif Shaw, he seems intense.
Yes, sir. He's going to hold you to a high standard, and I feel like that's why he makes corners the way he's had, you know what I'm saying? Because the proof's in the pudding.
Love it, love it, love it. So you're the upperclassman now. What things have you worked on?
33-yard line. Big 3rd down opportunity for Dampier in the offense. He'll hand it off. Daniel Bray going to try to bounce it to the outside. Bray is wrapped up and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. An outstanding read out on the edge. The white offense. They did not convert on the last one. Dampier looking to throw on this one. He'll scramble out to his left, look down the field, throw, and nearly intercepted. In and out of the hands of the defensive back on that play, and nearly picked. And Ficklin, the true freshman out of Muskogee, Oklahoma. Bird operates out of the gun. 1st down handoff. Green across the 40 and out to about the 43-yard line for an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, Ficklin, I think, is the guy who's probably made the biggest move in this.
Got a live arm out there, and he does. 2nd down and 2 from the 43. It's been a defensive show so far. Hand off to Green again, and he is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress to about the 44-yard line for a gain of 1. But
Kelly really likes his defensive line.
Ficklin out of the gun, and Green next to him on 3rd and 1. Jumbo set up front with 2 tight ends. They give it to Green. Did he get there? He did not. He'll be about a half a yard shy. It'll bring up 4th down. 4th down at about half a yard. Green stays in. Ficklin out of the gun, strength to the right-hand side. They hand again. Green running hard. He gets there. Second effort will get him the 1st down. He didn't have it initially, Scott, but that second effort, first down, first and 10 for the 45-yard line. Ficklin out of the shotgun. He'll backpedal to pass. Lots of time. He'll take a shot down the field. Coverage is there, and it's nearly intercepted again. Defensive back got a hand on it as they were trying to. 4 wide out look here for Utah on second down and 10. Flanker screen thrown to the flat. That's going to be complete across the 50 and down past the 45. And finally taken down at about the 43. Mono.
Who can catch the ball? Who can be one of those playmakers? It's so important to this offense, and a lot of guys are trying out right now.
Ficklin buying time. Now he'll use his legs. Oh, they're going to actually tap him down.
Oh, boy.
And that's going to be a sack all the way back near the 50-yard line. Who got in there to get him?
Defense is killing the offense right now.
Not making Scott Mitchell or Jason Beck happy right now. Handoff is going to go again to Green. He'll pick up just a couple of yards to the 49, but it's 16-0 now as we come inside of a minute to play.
Trying to enjoy every little ounce I get.
How was the Super Bowl? I know you were injured, but still, I mean, that's a great win for you guys. How was it?
Still got, that amount of pressure, and we knew that the whole time going in, so pretty fun team to be a part of,
I would imagine. What's next year look like? Where are you next year?
Yeah, so I'm a free agent at the moment. I have a couple offers on the table. Wasn't smart to go out there. It did kill me, especially because of the first one, losing that first year was so hard.
Well, surprise, surprise, we've got Devin Dampier for another series here.
Yeah?
In the second quarter. I think,
That's a line from you, Bill. I'm curious. I haven't been able to watch too closely, but it looks like we've had a lot of rub routes, a lot of pick routes, shorter stuff. I'm interested to see the route combinations. Jason's very creative.
Fence and a 4 wide receiver set. Now they motion the back out of the backfield. That's Daniel Bray, a little flanker screen. Britton caught a few of those in his day, and now he's off to the races. That's Carvalho. He's got it at the 25-20. Back to the outside 15. He's got the 10 and ripped down at the 2-yard line. There is the big play that the offense had been waiting for.
Yeah, that was really.
Yeah, well, I mean, you use the defense's aggression to hurt them, basically. And it's all about that first initial block from the inside receiver or tight end.
Teammate to teammate from New Mexico.
And he's the running game in these situations is so good in this offense.
Handoff again, Rodgers behind that right side, pushing the pile, still waiting on a signal from the outside. Is he in? He is. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a good thing to see. You want to see the ability to rush the ball, kind of inside that 5-yard line, because it's hard. There's just not a lot of room down.
Score here. Let's take a look at that tunnel screen that set it up. Britton, take it away.
Yeah, so key to this is if you're getting man coverage, it's actually a play that you can check into, which is really nice. And, I mean, like you said, you can't run.
Freshman kicker from Murray High School puts it up and puts it through, and there we go. The offense, Scott, finally on the board. They'll flex out a couple of wide receivers left, one to the right, the tight end in the left slot here on 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Wilson, lots of time, dumps it over the middle. Nice catch over the middle right there. Oh, that was which Kyle Whittingham talked a lot about. They made the change. You played for Andy Ludwig, and they made that change mid-season last year. But one of the things Kyle talked a lot about in the offseason was because of the changing landscape of college football, you don't have.
Obviously, I mean, can't tell you how many different coordinators I had in my years, right? But learning a new system is really what makes or break, like you said, that second-string quarterback, that second. I haven't been to a practice yet. I haven't seen much, but that's interesting.
Catch on the outside there by Tomoku. Just across the 50-yard line and out of bounds.
Is that we can put in that circle of trust.
Wilson scrambling out to the outside. He's going to let one go. There's a flag that flies. Incomplete goes the pass. We'll see what the flag is. Now another flag comes in from behind.
You certainly hope this is a minimal thing. I mean, that's the biggest thing you always want to get out of the spring is to stay healthy.
3rd down and about 3 here for the White offense. They're going to hand that ball off straight ahead, and that's running room straight ahead. 1st down yardage to the 41-yard line.
I know.
Everyone's really good.
They're all Devin Lloyd, basically.
Right. And the other interesting part about that is the RPO is such a big part of this offense, so you spread.
He had on the long one just before that. It'll be 2nd down at about 12. Wilson out of the shotgun. He'll backpedal the pass. Lots of time, pocket collapsing, and he's going to be sacked back at about the 50-yard line. That's 2 more points, and it's 20.
Steak to dinner tonight because gave him a gift.
Jackson's dad played at Utah. He was a wide receiver back in the day. Here's another screen. They're going to try to set this one up to the running back, and he's just not going anywhere. There's just no running room out there.
And then Lamani Damuni is a great leader, and he's still trying to get back to 100%.
Another Dampier series, and Devin's going to take off right up the middle. He'll be touched down after about a 9-yard gain.
You're a big man on campus now, right? What things, you came on strong at the end of last season. What things have you been working on this offseason to improve your game?
Just a lot of the little things. I mean, my tackling wasn't great last year, so I've been working a lot on kind of
Looking forward, right? What can we expect out of this team? What is the potential of this team coming in the fall?
Yeah, we got a special group of guys here. I mean, it's hard to put into words what.
You know, Lander brought up a couple of points about hand position and maintaining leverage, and that's one of the things that Utah's done such a tremendous job of in developing players. And so it'll be interesting with kind of similar type of runners. Rogers and, of course, Devin Green has gotten a lot of looks here and had some nice tough yards, but they'll still be looking for maybe another guy in the
Shotgun. Good job of the offensive line picking up the pressure. That's a catch, and that's a touchdown. Goodness gracious. What a grab on that play by Luca Caldarella.
You talk about guys catching football, and you know, watching a lot of spring football, I've really liked Luca Caldarella. And not only that, but Dampier very decisive and puts the ball in the exact spot. And not only that, but it's the right trajectory. So many guys floated out there. You got to get it to the outside. Great concentration, tight coverage. Luca might be edging his way in that circle of trust.
I'm telling you, he's been around this program for 3 or 4 years. He's a Cerritos College, junior college transfer, but he's just kind of hung around, done the special teams thing, was in the rotation a year ago. Plays like that will get your confidence of your quarterback and your offense here for Utah. Inside of 2 minutes to play, that ball caught and then dropped. That was Landon King who made the great catch on the sideline moments ago. Got to grab that one.
Yeah, and these are the things going.
4 receiver set. Now they motion the tailback Bray out of the backfield. Ficklin flips it here into the flat. And that's Carvalho again. He's across the 40 to the 45 and down to the 48-yard line for a gain 30 to play. Ficklin to pass again. Offensive line gives him a nice pocket. He floats one down the field. He's got a man open and through the hands and incomplete. So he tried to find Otto Tia. And we mentioned earlier the transfer from Utah graduate and came out of Muskegee to come here to play this spring. So, yes, he's a very young freshman as he scrambles out to his left, fires down the field complete across the 50 and down to the 40-yard line as they pick up a first down. That's once again Rashawn Glover. Low a minute to play and running here. 2-minute offense for the offense. Ficklin again to pass, scrambles away again, looking down the field, trying to buy himself some time, rolling out to his left, looking, flag flies. And he'll be touched down right around the line of scrimmage. I think this one might come back.
He's a guy that is just a tough guy who, and they so understand everything. Jason Beck talked about them and how they've really picked up this offense, and it's really made his job implement.
So 44 seconds to play, second down and 25 here for the White offense. Pocket collapses on Ficklin. Now he scrambles out, and he'll be touched down for a loss of about 2 yards. Don't think we're going to get another play. Here's a look at Morgan Scalley and Kyle Whittingham discussing a few things as we get to halftime here at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
And you still want to win, but you do need to make those evaluations.
Running clock this half, so it'll go a little bit quicker. Rogers in at tailback. He's taking a shot down the field. Boy, what a throw and what a catch. Out of bounds across midfield. Outstanding grab out there. Was that Caldarella again?
Open down the field.
Let me correct myself one more time. Not 18, but 12. Here's Dampier out on the edge. Devin throws that screen to the near sideline. Whittemore catches it, and he moves up the sideline to about the 29-yard line. That catch, 3 wide receivers, tight end in the right slot. That's King. Hand off Rogers, squirts through the hole. He's to the 15, he's to the 10, to the 5, touchdown. Well, New Mexico fans saw that combination quite a few times last year, and Rogers in the end zone for his second touchdown today. And pretty impressive opening drive by the offense.
Yeah, the good mix of pass run. You saw it in RPO here. And, you know, it's just this patience in the hole, and then he just gets up the field and makes a guy miss and just off to the race. You like to see that. You know, it's that run that's supposed to be a tough 4 yards that
Get him, and Rogers stepped out of it and in the end zone for a touchdown. And that PAT by Dylan Curtis is up and good.
you need that consistency. I mean, and it's, again, building that trust, and you haven't quite seen it yet.
First down, handoff. Nope, that's a play action over the middle and caught. That's Caldarella. And he had a defender draped all over him, and Luka makes that catch out to the 49-yard line.
You want to see from him.
First down, handoff. Green breaks it outside. Devin Green 45-40, 35-30, and cut down at about the 27-yard line. They'll give him the 25. Devin, good tackle by the freshman Colin Haig in the open field. 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. He's going to have a quarterback keeper out on the right edge. Now flip it into the flat. It's caught and out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
Great awareness there by Zach.
9-yard gain on first down to the defense's 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Isaac Wilson again. He's going to backpedal the pass. 2-step drop, fires out toward the end zone. It's up, and it is broken up, incomplete. Yard line. Handoff straight ahead. First down yardage inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. Make it the 12-yard line, I should say. Goes Devin Green. From the 12-yard line, Isaac Wilson in the offense. Again, Isaac to the outside, going to use his feet this time. He's got the 10, cuts to the inside 5, and touchdown right there. They'll say at the 7-yard line for a gain of about 5.
Productive play and move the ball forward.
With the running clock, some tempo here from the offense on 2nd down and 5 for the defense's 7-yard line. Wilson rolls to the right, pumps once, in the flat, has a man open, and to the goal line he goes. Touchdown. That's Hunter Andrews. The one-time linebacker, the one-time running back fence wanted to see from one of their backups.
Well, it all starts with the ability to run. That's a little play action, slip Andrews out into the sideline. And Isaac Wilson did a nice job of kind of hide with this defense, but I think a drive you feel good about with Isaac Wilson.
Kick is up and good by Joey Cheek. And
Hands, Devin, Zach, appreciate you guys. Scott, Bill, back to you.
thank you, Sly. Devin Lloyd killing it with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Zach Moss had a great career running back with the Colts and the Bengals, and of course, playing. I'm just saying. The defense got a stop on Devin Dampier and the offense. Now Bert Ficklin's out there, and he hands the ball off, and that's Daniel Bray across the 50 and knocked down at about the 48-yard line. Tell you what, high-level Texas football player won the 6A state championship last year, did Daniel Bray. Here's Bert Ficklin trying to work it down the field, and he does, and then the ball is dropped. Oh, man, there's another one of those drops that you heard him talking about. That time, that drop offensive side on the offensive side of things from Washington State. Then Rogers after him. There's a throw to the outside, nicely completed by Ficklin as he gets it outside to Whittemore. And Whittemore has quietly had about 4 catches here today. The 3rd down and 4 for the offense. The defensive side of midfield, they hand it off to Green. Devin Green to the 40, Devin Green to the 39. They'll be stacked up about a yard shy of first down yardage. It'll bring 4th down and 1 for the offense.
You know, you get a guy like Whittemore who's he's a guy that would fit well there.
Big 4th down here for Bert Ficklin in the offense. They give it to Green, and he's, wow, they're going to say stacked up short. They mark him at the 39-yard line. So the defense in front right now. 35-28. Wow. Devin Dampier back out for another series here for Utah. He'll take a shot down the field. It's out and complete. Another catch by Rayshon Glover on the outside. That'll be a first down. 2 receivers left and right. Flanker screen to the outside. Bouncing off one tackle, keeping his feet across the 50 and down to the 43-yard line of the defense was Whittemore again. Creed Whittemore carving himself out a nice role in this offense today.
Yeah, and you look at his has excellent ability.
Another flanker screen to the outside again and again. It's the same play for another big play and a pickup of 8, almost 9 yards. And again, it's Creed Whittemore. Hey, if they're not going to cover him, keep throwing it to him.
Times in a row for touchdowns.
Scramble to the outside, Dampier. He'll be touched down just across the first down marker at about the 32-yard line. On today, leading every other series on offense. He'll drop back to pass on first down here to lead things off of the 4th quarter. Taking a shot deep, has a man out there, caught!
Wow.
Zach Williams, the #1 wide receiver on this Utah offense, comes up with a grab at the 3-yard line.
Boy, this is just such a great play. Great read here by Devin. He kind of looks underneath here, and he's He's trying to see. No, he doesn't have it open. I'm going to throw it down the field, but he throws it outside. It's a dime. He has thrown some beautiful passes today. And Zach Williams is a guy we haven't talked a whole lot about, but he's a guy that, oh, man, they really, really like what he can do.
They hand it off up the middle on 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Daniel Bray, the freshman from the Dallas, Texas area.
And it's been evident by the bigger production they've had offensively.
Devin Green in the game. They hand it to Green, picking his way, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That was one heck of a play, shooting in from the outside.
Successful in the first half, but not so much here in the second.
Dampier's going to roll to his right. Look in the flat, still look in the flat, throw into the end zone, incomplete. Trying to squeeze that ball in to Hunter Andrews. Devin to pass in the flat. He's got Bray wide open, and he'll walk in for the touchdown. A great and easy read by Dampier, and Bray made the catch and strutted in for his first Utah touchdown. Unofficial, but still first Utah touchdown.
Shoot him out of the backfield on the weak side there, and the defense just doesn't even see him. Great read, great throw too, and Bray just waltzes into the end zone there for a big score.
PAT up, PAT good. The freshman's been perfect here today. Let's go down.
Oh, it's so important. Like, I'll be seeing all the time, and then Coach Harden will be getting mad at me. But I feel like that's just the energy I bring. It's just me. I can't help it.
And I love it.
He's preseason All-American, and he's going to be really the anchor on the left side for this Utah offense. Well, I should say on the right side at right tackle. He is tremendous. I barely recognized him. He's all clean cut for the spring game today, even though he's not playing. Brandon Zerberg in for the first time today for Utah. Completes a pass across the 50. Gets that ball out there to Cameron Mitchell, who didn't play a year ago, a sophomore out of Sierra Canyon, California.
Sidelines, and it's a good test to see, can you come in late like that and be productive?
Delayed handoff. That's Daniel Bray again. Bray with some running room up that far sideline, inside the 25 and down right there. It's the defensive backs coach, Sharif Shaw. Hand off again. Shaw diving forward again. Gets down to about the 22-yard line. Clock running at about 5:10 to play. It's a running clock here in the fourth quarter. And the game tied.
That's not going to work well.
Lathan Biddle, the tailback in the ball game now. Zerberg keeps it out on the edge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 touchdown.
Oh, they're going to give it to him. Good.
Yep, he got that pylon step just inside it. And Brandon Zerberg cops that nice drive. And the offense jumps back in front here with 4:59 to play.
And what you've seen is very decisive here on this run. It just does a nice job of getting out on that edge. Boom, he reads it and he explosive. Yeah, they're not very generous with the quarterbacks in scoring, so I was kind of surprised they did that.
Here we go. Hand off. Omar Shaw stacked up and driven backwards. That's going to bring up 3 receiver set here on 3rd down and short. Shaw takes it again, pushing forward inside the 2 toward the 1-yard line. He'll be very close to first down yardage. That's what it's going to be. They're going to move those chains. It'll be first down and goal for the win.
Hopefully you can do it here at Utah.
Shaw stays in the ball game. Zerberg in the shotgun. Hands again. Omar Shaw, goal line, end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, that's a nice tough run right there by Omar. You wonder if Sharif is happy. Again, when you watch this run here, you're going to see that everyone gets blocked. See, when you get everyone blocked, there's space there. But if you get that early penetration, you're toast, and you gotta block all those guys on the inside, which they do. Boom, and Omar just picks a spot and gets in.
Cheek's been a long time backup at kicker here for Utah. Didn't execute any kicks a year ago. A couple of years ago he did. And he drills it through, and
so this is mainly the 2s and 3s that you're getting a good look at. And, so far so good. Not a lot of turnovers. And, almost had one there. But, guys are working hard. They're playing hard. They're working hard, doing a great job, and operating behind the 2 line. Of course, the defense is playing with the 2D line, so I guess that's relative. But Devin knows this offense inside and out. He's like another coach on the field position, and that competition most likely will continue into fall camp to determine that pecking order.
You mentioned, you've had a lot of thud, not a lot of live reps. Of course, this is one of those opportunities. Has it had an impact?
Of the summer development program, and then we start fall camp right there at the beginning of August. And so it's coming quick.
We know Devin's your guy, your QB1, but you're sorting through that backup spot. Obviously, Isaac's got some experience.
We're not as deep there. We got some good young players that are coming in this summer that we are going to really be counting on to give us depth. And so, and again, the portal roster, both scholarship and walk-on, and they've become us, and that's our mantra. You know, we will not become you, you will become us, and that has happened. And they've just fit right in, and everyone's on the same page and working eke. Yeah, it looks like the defense is going to lose. So let's see. All right, guys, thanks.
Thank you, Kyle.
Right.
Kyle Whittingham with us down on the field today. And, well, if they can run out the clock, it's the old Alcoa's fantastic finishes. All they had.
Run out here and end the game.
And that's it. Final score here today. The offense comes from behind, down 26-14 at the half. And they win it by a final score of 42-38.
Yeah, I wonder what happens. Who gets the better meal now after this game, as far as the winner of this? But a very clean game, and I know there is some frustration with some of the drops. Saw better production by the offense in the second half. Devin Dampier, and I know it's only the spring game, but he really made some sharp throws and some great decisions. You can tell that he's very comfortable in this offense, and we'll see where everything goes from here. But you have to feel pretty optimistic about Utah, and maybe Utah's back in business here in the Big 12.
Let's go down to the third member of our broadcast team. He had a lot of great interviews today. Sly, give me your big picture read on both this game and where Utah is coming out of the spring.
I mean,